Okay, and now it's time for a little bit of Monika in my life. Well, it's like, I'm pretty sure this has to be different. Monika looks for my poem, stares into my face, then looks back down at the poem. She repeats this several times before handing my poem back to me. Like, she must have really hated it. That bad, huh? No! It's like, why are you so grumpy, Monika? Rather, it's like, are you secretly Brendan from the Battle Pyramid? Are you gonna be like, no! Every time I say something stupid? Rather, it's... You said you'd never written poems before, so it's a bit surprising. Well, yeah, because she's the only girl who does know that I've written many poems before. Between this game and the original DDLC. The themes are... Can I ask what made you write this? Technically it was just me randomly clicking words. Most of them appealing to Yuri, though. Well, Monika already opened herself up to me today. So, I think I can tell her. Like, are you gonna tell her about the word bank that magically appears out of nowhere? I was lying in bed when I thought about that feeling. That I was kind of drawn here. How it was kind of unnatural, too. Well, the dark side of the forest leads to many abilities some consider to be unnatural. I had the idea in mind, but then I started putting words on the paper. Literally, like 20 random words. It was kind of a blur, actually. When I finished writing it, I didn't know what to think. So, I decided to use that first draft. If it wasn't bad to me, that was good enough. Well, it's good. I like it at least, even though it was mostly for Yuri. It wasn't very direct, but it wasn't very metaphorical either. Some people might be upset by that. You should pick one and stick with it for the poem. Otherwise, it keeps starting and going, or it keeps starting without going anywhere. So, kind of like what Yuri was saying about trying to form-fit two different things that weaken each other in the end. But you managed to pull it off without doing that. I'm impressed. I guess I underestimated you. It's like, oh, Monika. It's like, you have no idea what I'm capable of. It's easier for me if I keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. And that way people won't be as disappointed with me when I screw up big time. That's not very fair. But it worked. Well, keep doing your own thing, Daniel. Just keep exploring and trying new things. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Well, in this case, I don't have to worry about impressing anyone else. It's only you and me. But what am I saying? Yeah, what are you saying? Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? No. No, I'm just kidding. Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. that doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. And, of course, Monika's theme. This very nice sort of subtle piano music. And here we have Hole in the Wall, which is pretty much just a summary of Monika's epiphany. The moment she realized, oh hey, this reality? It's not exactly what it seems to be. It's like, and now that I'm realizing this, I'm just looking in and realizing, what is all this? Or something like that. Like I said, I think Treesicle, that channel, summarized it more, a little more coherently. Anyways, okay, I guess I'm done here. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Haha, that's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting more emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Her epiphany. Well, I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a lot, because I realized that the world that I know and love is a big lie, created by a man named Dan Salvato. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. No, it's because she's afraid that she's either gonna scare her friends or make them go crazy, or they will chase her down into the night with torches and pitchforks. Be like, she be a witch, burn her. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. And just for old time's sake, okay, let me just get my pencil and paper ready. Okay, I'm ready. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain becomes too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. And especially if you're on a computer, at least you're not married to the words that you're typing out. You can just tidy it up as you go along. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Sailor Moon says, thanks for listening. Thank you for watching. Okay, well. Phew. Yeah, literally. It's like that was a mouthful. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. So I wonder what's gonna happen here. It's like, are we gonna basically get the same thing again? That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Oh, come on, they're not judging you. They're judging everyone. Actually, no, not really. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. Though Monika seemed to be... Sorry. Though Monika seemed to be in real disbelief that I wrote something like that. I guess this is a literature club, though. It's what I signed up for. It's like, yeah, pretty much. You knew what you were getting yourself into when you saw that flyer. Oh, here we go. I look across the room, finding Yuri and Natsuki exchanging papers in tandem. As they read each other's poems, I notice their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Yuri smiles sadly. I can already feel the rising tension in the air. And it was at this moment that a ship sets sail. Natsuki's mouth moves ever so slightly. Huh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki hands the poem back to Yuri with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Okay, your next line is... Yours is cute. Yours is cute. Nani? Okay, no. Think, yes, I can finally make Joseph Joestar proud. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. I know that. I was just testing you. How do I put this? It seems very simple. Well, I don't like to write very complicated and obtuse metaphors. Obtuse? The room suddenly becomes supercharged as the two begin to confront each other. It was very roundabout, yeah? And ironically, I mentioned Joseph Joestar like a minute ago. That's just my writing style. I won't be changing it anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't. And Daniel liked my poem too, you know. And I'm gonna say the same thing. Don't bring me into this. He was even impressed by it. Oh no. You know, I just realized. So when I have to make the choices, what am I gonna have to choose? I know exactly where this is going. Really? Because I'd like to know. Because I used to know where this is going. Oh. Well, this music is back. Natsuki stands up, a smile forming on her face. I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Huh? That's not what What am I doing here, too? Standing around and watching this train wreck? I should get out of here. But I can't get involved in it, though. Then... Oh. Monika? It's like, are you sure you should be doing that? Well, what am I even saying? She's the freaking god of this universe. Fine. Monika, do something. Okay. Everything stops for a second. Monika, are you secretly Dio? It's like, Monika, are you secretly Dio? Did you use the world? Probably as everyone realizes how loudly I yelled out. Oh, right. It's like, Monika, save me. You're my only hope. I could swear that wasn't... I hear Monika mutter something before she walks over to the two of them. It's like, well, she's actually going to do her job as president. Natsuki, Yuri. Both of them look away, clearly ashamed of the display. I know you two are very pronounced about your styles, but there's no need to argue like this. Talking about preferences is fine, but Natsuki, trying to imply something about Yuri is a low blow. That's a low blow, Colonel. That being said, Monika interrupts Yuri, who is about to speak. Yuri, you shouldn't attempt to use Daniel's thoughts about your poem as a way to boost your credibility. It's like, yeah, it's like, what are my thoughts gonna do? It's like, I'm not some famous book writer or something. It's like, now if I was some kind of famous author, maybe my word would have some merit to it. I won't ask you two to apologize to each other, but remember that we're here to enjoy literature, not fight over our preferences. Got it. Understood, Monika. Well, anyway, back to what you were doing. Well, they were arguing, but you don't want them to do that. Okay, well, with that, Monika turns around and starts walking back to her desk, shooting me a look. Probably one to shoot into my soul. It's definitely not a thankful look, that's for sure. Come on, I didn't do anything wrong. I think. It's like, Monika, why do you have to do this to me? All I ever did was love you, and... It's like, okay, I know I said some bad stuff about you in the original game, but... Come on, we're past that now, right? It's like, I love you now. And I know that you weren't trying to be evil on purpose. If you'll excuse me, I'm gonna have to go make some tea. With that, Yuri quickly excuses herself from the room. Humph. It seems like I was looking in Natsuki's direction for too long, as she turns away from me. Like, what, is my face that ugly? Sayori moves in to talk with her, pulling her into a hug that Natsuki originally resists, but eventually lets herself be comforted. Aww. Like, how come nobody ships them? Okay, no, I'm definitely not helping. I hastily retreat back to my desk and await the end of the day. About 10 minutes later, Yuri comes back into the room. She and Natsuki pass by each other without a word. Deciding the best course of action is to not get involved, I simply stare out the window and watch the scene play out in the reflection. Sayori whispers something to Natsuki, who gives another huff, but Sayori seems to be a little more insistent on whatever they're talking about. With some more prodding, Natsuki is released from Sayori's hug and awkwardly shuffles towards Yuri. I'm guessing Sayori was like, come on, you two are friends, you should make up with her. And don't be mean. I can't make out exactly what they're saying, but it doesn't seem like there's any tension anymore. I look over at Monika as this is going on, who has a small smile on her face, maybe at seeing all this, but it quickly vanishes after she closes her eyes and mumbles something to herself. Huh. I turn away before Monika can catch me looking at her. No, Monika, I swear I wasn't checking you out. Daniel? No, Sayori, I swear I wasn't checking out Monika. I noticed Sayori come over to me without noticing. It's like, no, sir, I didn't see you playing with your dolls again. Sayori smiles at me. Good job. About what? Sayori leans down and whispers. Helping with, what just happened. Oh. Well, it's some, instinct. Not without a command prompt or anything. It sounded like I was about to get involved, so I panicked. Well, it's true. It's like if it had gone on the way it would have, then they would have been, like, asking me to pick sides or something. Well, I'm glad everyone stopped fighting. Someone just had to speak up, is all. So I'm glad you did. It's nothing. If you say so. but it isn't nothing to me. I really love this club and everyone here. With that, Sayori pulls away and flashes another grin before walking over to Monika. I guess that's why Sayori's the vice president, huh? I probably called on Monika since she was the president, but Sayori definitely seems like the mood maker of the club. If anything like this happens again, I can definitely call on her. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to go home. How did you all feel about how did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd like to say it was worth it. Or, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Mostly. Daniel, how about you? Yeah, I could say the same. It was neat talking with everyone. It was neat. Great. Great. I'll grab my stuff. In that case, let's do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from everyone too. That way, your poems will turn out even better. Well, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. Other than Monika, anyway. It's like, what are you talking about? It's like, this is our goal right here. She seemed more bewildered about my poem than anything else. I guess that somewhat impressed her. She couldn't believe that I had written it. Well, if only you knew. If I wanted to do that again, I'll probably do what I did before then. Okay, well in that case, just randomly picking words is what I'm gonna do. Daniel, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It had been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. Though, I can't say I'm not enjoying it. Sayori, about what happened earlier. Huh? What about it? Natsuki and Yuri, does that happen often? No. That's actually the first time I've seen them act like that at all. They're usually so nice and accommodating. It might just be because this poem writing thing was more personal. I guess so. You don't hate them, do you? No, I love them. Especially Yuri. Okay, no. Of course not. I just wanted your opinion. Phew. You know, Daniel, it's nice that I got to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. Even Monika seemed to be back to her normal self today. Really? Well, actually, yeah, she kind of was. Monika, huh? It's like, why does that name make my heart pound? She did seem kind of distant the other day, but she seemed a lot more friendlier today. You know, before she got all angry at me for calling on her. Much more fitting in the role of club president. Even if she was surprised to see me there. I think everyone really likes you too. You have no idea. Hey, that's... Every day is going to be so much fun. Jeez. Yare yare dase. I hope so too. But something keeps itching at the back of my head. It's probably that spider Monika put in the back of my head. But it's probably nothing. Except the spider. Still though, I wonder if I'll be more than friends with any of them. Well, done and done. I guess we'll just have to wait and see about that, Sayori. Okay. I guess that means I'm writing a poem tonight. I guess I better get going. I sigh, looking up at the ceiling again. It's been about an hour now and I'm still suck. I'm still suck. Oh jeez. I'm still stuck. What to even write about? Write about Monika's twin poles of emerald beauty. Okay, no. I don't know. I'm drawing a serious blank. Well, I'm pretty sure you could write a poem about her green eyes. I mean, it's like Sugarloaf made that song. My mind wanders back to what Monika said earlier today. Unable to control things. When I think about those words, I can't help but resonate with them. Not on the level of, that's just how life is, there's always something out of control, out of your control, but something greater than that. I don't really know how to describe it. It's sort of like, I can understand what she means. Not being in control at all, something like that. It's like, yeah, because there's literally a guy on the other end of this screen controlling everything you say and do. Well, I guess I can write about that. Not specifically, or not to specifically impress Monika or anything, but maybe I can let her know that I understand what she's going through. I understand what you're feeling right now. After all, she is way out of my league. I might be able to impress her, but even I know that's not going to mean she'll suddenly want to be close to me. It's like, oh Daniel, it's like, I'm so won over by your sexy poem making skills. It's like, I'm gonna seduce her with my sexy poem skills. Well, probably not impress her on second thought, considering her reaction to my poem. Yeah, she was kind of like... she didn't even know what to say or think. Still, there's no shame in at least trying. Now, just to think of some words. Well, we don't have to think of any words, because I can just literally do this. Let's see if my theory is right and it doesn't matter.